Right, hello all my traders. Right, in this video today what I want to show you is how I break down my trading. Let me just move this video to this corner so you can see better. So what are we looking at? So today what I want to share with you is that how I trade step by step in this video. Now this could be every week, this could be every month. You have to wait for the setups and you have to be very patient, you know, according to the psychology of the market and obviously your psychology as well, which is super important. We'll get to that in a bit. So first thing what you got to do is you go into a 4-hour time frame. Let's go back, 4-hour time frame. So this is basically British pound and US dollar. Now what you can see is that we are in an AM trend on a higher time frame. Okay, so on a higher time frame, what I mean by an AM trend is just because we were doing this. So we are in an uptrend when you draw your trend lines. Just let me just adjust that. But yeah, let's put it that way. But anyway, you know we are in an uptrend because the price is doing higher highs and higher lows. Just get rid of that. So a higher time frame, and you mark out your zones here. So on a higher time frame, this is what I was expecting the price to do, to come back to this price, which is called a retest. So basically break and retest. So a lower time frame will show you that you are in a downtrend. Okay, so as you can see, a lower time frame is showing you we are in a downtrend. So all you got to do is draw a trend line and you're waiting for that break of your trend line. Now as you can see, it has touched, and every time you could have bought, but every time it touched, it's always that retest. Okay, you see retest, comes back down, another retest of this zone here, comes back down, another retest of near enough to this price. Now it got to 8 o'clock. Now remember that retest that I was talking about on a higher time frame, you've got it already marked out, right? Don't forget, you marked out your higher time frame retest because we are in an uptrend. So don't forget that trend is super important when you're trading. So you mark out your zone and then you head over to your 5-minute time frame and you're waiting for that to come to you. So okay, so you mark this out. Obviously it goes down a bit. You are waiting for your session to start. Don't forget, this is still an Asian session. We don't trade Asian session. It's slow. It's doing what it's doing. But it gets to 10:15 in the morning, which is 8:15 in the UK. That's when the market opens at 8 o'clock. We were waiting to see if we can see anything. We saw a retest. Now we were waiting for the price to bounce up, right? So when the price is bouncing up, you are basically looking for a candlestick bounce. So this here, right here, as you can see the time, 10:15 in the morning, which is 8:15 in the UK, you see a shooting star. I entered for the trade right there and I got out of the market basically right here. So I've made 43 pips. Reason why I got out of the market right there, because you never know how far the market's gonna go. So I had this marked out because that was another resistance of the price. So basically you get out of the market right here. As you can see here, there's another retest of here of this price and goes up again, comes back down to retest again, and it's more likely to come up here, potentially drop down here, and then maybe shoot up. It all depends what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm done for the day. But if you can do this every single day, just by basically watching what the market's doing, then you can make yourself a profit every single day. So remember, a higher time frame, okay? Your higher time frame will give you a direction. When you know the direction of the market, you scroll down to a lower time frame. It could be 15 minutes, it could be 5 minutes. Now, in my personal trading way, my strategy, I like to use a 5-minute time frame for my entries, because I get a clearer entry and clearer exits. Now, I know there's a lot of traders out there, and I don't want to disrespect them in any kind of way. Everyone trades the way they trade. The only thing that I don't like, when people are naming different stuff after themselves, or they just come up with like a random stupid name, and anyone who's like quite new to trading is listening to all that stuff. I'm sorry, I just have to laugh at this stuff, because sometimes they don't make sense. And I can say it right now, whoever's watching, look, any professional trader out there will basically trade break and retest, double tops, double bottoms, head and shoulder patterns. Now, I know a few, when they come out with like fair value gaps and all that stuff, look, you don't need to know all that. You just need to know a simple way how to trade and how to manage your risks. Not every day is a winner, but if you watch it closely and you are being patient when the price hits, and according to me and according to what I've tested in past, 8 o'clock, 8:15 in the morning, maximum till 8:30 UK time, when the London session opens, you see movements, you see what's happening to the price. Then you've got basically 1:30 in afternoon here in the UK, which is 8:30 in the States. When New York session opens, you see another move. Trust me, this is no coincidence. This is exactly what's happening. That's two worlds apart. That's what they're doing, and that's what it is. Look, I can take it to USD JPY right now. Go to a higher time frame. What do I see? Well, I can see an uptrend, but I also saw a double top. Now, when I see a double top and I can see that the price has been dropping back down, it's simple. You see a double top, you mark out your zone. This was the highest, bit of liquidity at the top. Whoever had a stop loss above got taken out by the stop losses. You go to a lower time frame, a 5-minute time frame. Now, what are we looking at? Today is the 16th of November. Okay, so I'll say it clearly right now. Look what happened. London session just started. What did you see? I see 1 top, 2, 3. None of them broke through, right? None of them. Now, I didn't trade that pair. I could have, but I was more focused on British pound, because it was more clearer, more directions, more confluences in that trade. Now, in that trade, I could have took easy a USD JPY, take it down, came back, retested this zone here. This was your supply zone. Retest it, reject it, came back down, and now look what happens. So this here is 8 o'clock in the morning. 8:15 in the morning, I was buying a pound. Okay? So I'm buying a pound at 8:15 in the morning. And technically I should be selling a US dollar against Japanese yen at the same time. It doesn't happen all the time when one goes up, another one goes down, but sometimes it happens. You just have to look for those prices. So what happened? You sell. I could have exited the market right here on this zone here, because that's where the last low was. Excuse me. So last low was right here, so I could have like exited the market right here. Now from here it might not like look like something special, but you're talking about, guys, you're talking 26 pips, just that little move. Now imagine if you had entered this market with £1,000, that's 1-to-1 risk-to-rate ratio. You got £1,000 in profit in less than what? Not even 2 hours? Not even an hour? So show me a place where you're going to make that much money. And the price, obviously you got out of the market here. This is just a pure example what you can do every single day, guys. You get out of the market here. When you see this, you enter at the London session, get out of the market. New York session kicks in. Now New York session is basically right here. So 1500, yeah, that's 3 o'clock on my broker's time, but 1 o'clock here for me in the UK. Okay, so 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 p.m. in the UK. So 1 in the afternoon, US session opens, it's 8 o'clock in the morning right there. What happened? That price never got broken. You see rejections. We are in a downtrend. All of a sudden, we are in a downtrend. Now, I can always say to you, free of charge, I don't ask for money from anyone. This is going to drop down. Like I can tell you right now, this price here is going to drop down to here. That's another 28 pips. But I don't like to trade at this time. I prefer my London session. I'm doing this video right now for you guys, just to show you that this is what's happening to the price. So, you know, a good example is right here. You know, New York session kicks in. You are buying a pound, but you're selling you're selling a US dollar. Drop it down here. Look, you could have entered here right now, 90 pips. Up to now, this is still running, 90 pips. You would have got out of the market with good, decent amount. I know it's Friday and there's traders out there. Oh, don't trade on Friday, the trap days. Don't trade on Monday, the trap. None of those days are trap days. That shit does not exist. There's no such a thing as trap days. It's you, your psychology, and when you trade and when you exit. That's what it is. You see another example here. Look, I'll show you 3,000 examples. You see, you've made your profit here, you get out of the market. Okay? But now there's your retest. Look, there's your retest right here. All this consolidation here, this here is your zone that you're waiting for it to retest, because it broke through this zone. Okay, it broke through that zone, came back to retest this little shit here, and came back. You see a rejection. You enter for another sell. You enter for another sell. Drag it down. You make another sell yourself, another 55 pips. Now 55 pips. You're talking easy 2-to-1 risk-to-rate ratio. You put £1,000 there. You get out with 3. Bless me. And that's all it is, guys. Another retest here. Look, another retest. I'm not making this up. Another retest here. This shit's gonna drop down to here. Anyway, if you like this video and you want me to show you more, because that's the step-by-step strategy that I've been using for years, and it works. Look, I can show you another pair. Look, I can go to US dollar and Swiss franc. Look, 4-hour time frame. What are we looking at? Okay, we see a downtrend. Yeah, a downtrend. So what did we expect today? Well, you go down to 5-minute time frame. You are waiting for your session to kick in. So London session, I don't trade US dollar and Swiss franc. It's pointless. Why? Consolidation. Look, when you see this happening in the market, you don't trade this. You don't need this. But when it gets to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you see loads of rejections at the top, and this here, because you probably had this marked out, right, as the highest point. of today. This was in the morning. You mark this out, let it do its job, let it liquidate everyone, stop out everyone, and then you enter for a sell. When? Well, you enter for the sell at exactly, as I mentioned before, 15:30 or even earlier, but normally 15:30, that's when your entry is. Why? Well, news events at the same time happened today, but you see loads of rejections earlier on, so you already saw that happening. You don't need to go and guess where the market's gonna go according to your news that you just read on investing.com or somewhere else. Well, it tells you previous actual forecast. Fuck all that shit. Look, this tells you what's been happening. When you see so many rejections, and when you even go further back, you see there was nothing there. Look, there was nothing there apart from another top of the price that was rejected. We are in a downtrend, remember, on a higher time frame, so we are looking for a sell only. And this is what happened. You know, it got to 1:30 again. What you do, you sell. You sell. You see another retest, you sell again on that retest, take it down. What is it? 36 points. So 36 pips, sorry. That's it, guys. That's how simple trading is. I know it takes a bit of a while to figure out everything, but that's what trading is. And I just showed you 3 different pairs, you know. Yeah, you got Euro USD, same thing. But Euro USD basically follows a pound. Whatever the pound is doing, that's what Euro's doing. Obviously not as to that extent, but same thing. Retest, go up, and that's it. Now anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. Take care.